This is just an empty room. This is just an empty house when we leave here.
Yes.
But when we come together,
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Jesus, God said, I dwell
In the midst.
in the midst
Yes.
of prayer.
Praise.
And this is something, Brother RJ, Brother Jeremiah, that is your foundation.
My Lord, yes, Lord.
That's right.
Yes.
That when you come into a place, you can feel the difference between here and then going to another church where they don't praise God, where they don't allow God to have preeminence, where they don't put the right one in the right place.
Yes, sir. That's right.
But when you begin to put God on the throne and begin to praise and worship Him,
Yes, sir.
you can feel His pleasure.
Thank you, Jesus. Yes.
Glory to God.
Jesus.
Thank
You can feel
Thank
His
you.
pleasure.
Thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah.
Glory to God.
He begins to
Work.
Thank
move.
you, Lord.
Thank you, Jesus.
You can just watch Him change spirits.
Yes. Oh,
You can
yes.
just watch Him
Hallelujah.
Ooh, yes, He did.
open up doors.
Good God.
You can watch Him.
Thank you.
Amen. And when I'm talking about opening up doors now, I'm not just talking about, amen, doors, amen, to secular or to stuff or to things. That listen, if you seek Him first, He's got all of that.
That's right. Amen.
But the doors I'm talking about now is the one He was knocking on over in the 3rd chapter of Revelation. Behold, I stand at your door.
And not.
And if any man will hear me, open up the door, guess what? I'll come in.
I'll come in.
Did you hear that? See, that's the most important part of that. We forget about the supper. Because to be honest with you, I don't know what to cook for God. Y'all ain't gonna hear me. Huh? I don't know what to cook for Him. So you know what I do? Is I just let my body, that is a living sacrifice, simmer.
Yes.
That's why Evangelist Willard was talking about suffering.
Yes.
As a good soul,
Yes.
enduring.
Yes.
Enduring. She ain't talking about enduring no new house,
That's
or
right.
enduring no new car, or enduring your kids acting right. She's talking about going through some stuff.
My God.
Yes, Lord.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Lord.
Yes, sir. My Lord.
You look at them old war movies. I ain't never been in the service. Some of y'all ain't either. But you look at them old war movies, and them guys, they get out on that battlefield, and let me tell you something. They so scared. They are scared.
That's right.
But they stay out there.
Yes.
They stay out there. And they just shoot. They don't know where they shooting at, Brother Archer. Some of them, that's what, you ever heard somebody say, he got killed by friendly fire? I ain't never understood that term. Because ain't nothing friendly about getting killed by somebody. I understand what they trying to say. That one of his own on his own side. Well, you ain't my friend if you killed me. Y'all ain't gonna hear me.
My Lord. Amen.
Huh?
Amen.
But they scared.
Yes.
And they just shooting everywhere.
Yes.
I'm telling you. And that's why the Bible says, I have not given you the spirit of fear. Because I don't want to be, listen, I'd rather go out there by myself and fight and shoot than to go out there with somebody scared.
Amen.
Because they shooting at me from the front. I don't need nobody shoot me in the back of the head.
That's right. That's right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
If I fool around and
Yes,
your bullet
sir.
get too close to me, I'm going to turn around and shoot you.
Amen. Amen.
Coward.
That's right.
I am.
Yes.
I'm going to shoot you.
Yes.
If I don't do that, but shoot you in the foot.
Yes.
Let you know, don't that your bullet came too close.
Yes. Lord Jesus.
Get over here. You ain't got no business being that far back anyway. Get over here beside me. I'm gonna shoot you right in your foot. You might be fighting, but you're gonna be fighting with a limp.
Amen.
Let you know that was too close. You almost killed me.
Yes.
Y'all ain't gonna hear me.
Yes.
Amen.
Yes.
Amen. We are the temple.
Yes.
We are the church.
My Lord. Yes, Lord.
And we've got to suffer. We got to sacrifice.
Yes.
We got to give to God what is due God. Y'all ain't going to hear me. And I'm telling you,
Mm-hmm.
he wants your praise.
My
Oh, yes.
Lord.
He wants your praise.
Oh, yes.
Amen.
Yes,
I got some
amen.
things to talk about today. I got some things to say. I certainly don't want to cut off, amen, God's presence and his being with us and his satisfaction. Amen. I don't want to cut that off. Amen. And unless, amen, I know he's pleased. Amen. And I just feel his presence
Yes.
Oh, yes.
in this place.
Thank
You know, there's a time when you can just feel a reclination of God. A reclination means his recline. His recline. That's what the Bible means when it says, and he dwells. That's his reclination, meaning that he swirls
Yeah.
from heaven. He lets his spirit swirl down.
Thank you, Jesus.
He lets his spirit from heaven just swirl down, and it just begins to rest. Comes down, just resting in your praise. You know why? Because he can trust you then. After all you've been through, and you still got a praise on your lips for him, you still, oh, y'all ain't gonna hear me.
Yes, Lord.
What was it, Job?
Yes, sir.
He said, though he,
Slay me.
what?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
You mean that? Slay means,
That's right.
slay means
My Lord.
to kill you.
Yes. Yes.
Now, let me pick it up over here in Mark, or I'm sorry, Matthew. Let me pick it up over here. He say he sends us out as sheep. Y'all ain't gonna hear me. And he talks about sending us as a sheep going to the
Lord.
slaughter.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hmm? Though he slay me,
Yes.
yet will.
I trust him.
Because you know what, Brother RJ?
I trust him.
I trust him so much that if he killed me, I know that he didn't love Lazarus no more he do me. And if he raised Lazarus,
That's right.
he can resurrect me.
Glory.
Y'all ain't gonna hear me.
Glory.
And I found out that his slaying, his killing, is not killing you deathly as going home from this earth all the time. His slaying you deals with killing your flesh
Yes. Thank you,
That's
Jesus.
right. Amen.
Oh, yes.
Amen.
and resurrecting you in the newness of the
Thank
spirit
Thank you,
of
Jesus.
life.
Glory.
Oh, yes.
So yet though he slay me,
Mm-hmm.
though he slay me, yet will I trust him. I don't know how you're going to resurrect me. I don't know how you're going to do this. I don't know what you're going to do. But I know one thing, you don't hate me, you love me. And whatever you do, it's going to be all right.
Yes, it is. Glory.
Thank you, Lord.
Thank you, Jesus.
When you start trusting him like that and then tell him, after all I've been through, I still got joy.
Yes.
That's one of them determined. I love that song. I love that song.
Yeah.
I get joy when I...
Think about it.
Listen, what I'm saying is I ain't got to be in church all the time.
Yes.
I've had to be out there in Batesville, Indiana, thinking about the goodness.
Glory to God.
Yes,
Yes,
Lord.
sir.
Evangelist
Yes, sir.
Wheeler and Evangelist Walker,
Yes,
both
sir.
within a matter of days and months, lost the only thing that we know other than God as a love like no other.
Yes.
And that's the love of your mother. That's why you appreciate your mama, appreciate your daddy, why you got them here. Oh, yes, you do. I'm not trying to promote nobody. I'm telling you what's wise.
Yes.
Appreciate your mother and appreciate your daddy.
Amen.
Why you got them here. Y'all ain't gonna hear me. Huh? Appreciate them. Because I'm telling you right now, that's a hard loss. And if it was not for you knowing that the Lord is on my side.
That's right.
Ain't nowhere in the world you can make that journey without being scarred to the point of damaging somebody else. See, you can get so hurt, you can get so hurt, you can get so messed up, amen, that you start hurting other people.
That's right. Amen.
And that is how I know, amen, the depth of the salvation that God has given. That's, see, these deacons, you don't go by people's testimony all the time unless they live in their testimony.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? You don't go by what they preach or they teach unless they live in what they preach and they teach.
That's right.
And that's how you can tell that these are some good saved women, Brother RJ, because they faced the curtain. When I said the curtains, I was going to say the curtains of life. Let me tell you about the curtains of life. Look at them curtains. Look at them. Guess what they got? They got folds. Look at that. Look at that. They got folds. They got peaks and they got valleys. Curtains of life. You over here can't see what's over in this valley. You understand what I'm saying? You can't see. So you don't necessarily know what you're going to do if you lose your mother. I've been there. I was there before they got there. You don't know what you're going to do. But when you know God, you already know that God over here got them.
That's right.
And the same God that got them, because that was the God they taught you about,
That's right.
is the same God that got you.
My Lord.
And if we call Mother right now, if we call Evangelist Walker's mom right now and say, Dora, we need you back here. We ain't making it very well. She say, trust God.
Oh.
Because I'm with him right now. And I'm not coming back.
Amen.
I don't want to hear about Donald Trump. I don't want to know. I don't want to know who broke and who's making it. I already knew that when I was there. I told you what to do. Trust God.
Yes.
That was Bishop Johnson's message. Bishop William Johnson. Trust God. No, go with God and do good. Wasn't that it?
Yeah.
Go with God and do good. I can go back and say Evangelist Willard told her it was going to get what?
Worse.
Before it get.
Yeah.
But things go better with God.
Yes, they do.
Huh? Worse for who? Y'all ain't gonna hear me. Y'all forgive me. Y'all forgive me. I love the young man yesterday. He was a good, energetic preacher. I love him. I love him. And I think I admire him. Young guy. And he's really a national evangelist. He goes around everywhere. Gets around everywhere. But I'm like Evangelist Willer when she talked to me. Amen. I dare to be different. Amen. A young man come reading 1 Samuel and then reading Hannah and then told us to speak out. I'm running on empty. I didn't say it because I ain't on empty. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't empty.
No,
And later on, he gonna point to us and talk about, I ain't old as y'all. I said, keep living.
That's right. That's
You better hope you get as old as us.
right. Amen.
Keep living.
Amen.
Y'all ain't gonna hear me.
Amen.
He called the young because they're
Strong.
strong. And he called the old because that young man gonna face some stuff that he
Right.
hope
That's right.
that he ain't empty on.
Amen. Amen.
I wasn't gonna say that I'm running on empty. I ain't running on no empty.
Amen.
I'm not saying I'm not gonna put that in the atmosphere
No,
so the
no.
devil can come at me with it. Oh, y'all ain't gonna hear me.
Amen.
I want him to know, the devil to know I'm full.
That's right.
I'm on full. God got this.
Yes, Lord.
Yes.
God got this.
Yeah.
Yes, Lord.
Oh yeah.
Amen.
You know, that's why and listen,
Amen.
we strong enough. We support the young man.
Yeah.
We know what he's going through. I hope God do raise them up. They preaching like that young man. He's young. He's young. But you got and he looking to try to get everybody to jump in it because he's used to preaching to young people.
Yeah.
They're not so much listening for the message as much as they is the delivery.
Yes.
Amen. But I can tell you right now, I order stuff off of Amazon all the time. And I don't be celebrating when the messenger come to bring my stuff. I celebrate the stuff. They don't have to hear me.
Amen. That's right.
I ain't even been there when the Amazon man dropped it off. Amen. I'm happy when I get home and it's there.
Amen. That's right.
So he has to learn that. He has to learn that, you know. He has to learn that. Amen. I enjoyed these testimonies as much as I did his sermon. But if he'd have been there the night before, that's some grand style, as Evangelist Willard was saying, some grand style stuff. Speak it, and then you'll see it. Or speak it before you see it, and then you'll see it. But you got to be able to speak something. Speaking something means that you have an expectation.
That's right.
That also means that you're playing around in the faith that God has given you. Amen.
Amen.
Mess with your faith sometime. Mess with it. Besides sitting down in your chair, trusting it. Besides trusting that the food you eat don't have the bacteria that it could have. Besides going around other people that got colds and germs and flu. Amen. And you trust that you ain't going to get it. Play with your faith, though, on some stuff that you want.
Yeah.
Mess with it. Mess with it. Play with it. Like you do that. And be solid on it. And stand on it. Say, Lord, I believe you're going to do it.
Yeah.
I trust you to do it.
Yeah.
Amen. Even though your next move might not look like you heard me, but I'm going to stand on what it is that I need for you to do. Amen. We're going to look at, amen, our lesson this morning briefly, very tersely. Amen. We're going into it real late. Give me the 12:30. Amen.
Praise God.
Amen. We'll get out your way here. Let's look today. I love this lesson today. I love it. Ever persevering petitions. Now, I don't know. I'm still over there really on the third day. Ever persevering petitions.
Yes.
Ever. Now, when you start talking about ever, it didn't say forever. So you don't want to put forever on there, because that means that it's just endless. You got it?
Uh-huh.
But ever means that is before you. Ever.
Amen.
Didn't say every, but ever. Ever. Not forever. Not every, but dealing with ever persevering. Persevering means going after something. And petitions means requests, what you're asking for.
Amen.
You got it?
Amen.
Ever. Ever. Meaning that they're important to you.
Amen.
These things are important. And if they're important, then you have to have some persistence. And sometimes people get confused persistence with patience. And I want you to understand this morning that though you entwine patience, this persistence, though you incorporate patience, though you take in patience, it is not exclusively alone dealing with patience.
My Lord.
But it does take patience to support the perseverance. Perseverance is getting after something. It's chasing something. It is in pursuit of something. What is the something? The something is the ever. Ever doesn't name anything. Ever is, if you put what in front of it, it is what? What?
Whatever.
Ever.
Mm-hmm. Amen.
If you put for in front of it, that would mean just on and on and on and on and on. But it's some petitions that I had when I was RJ's age. I don't have them now.
That's amen. Amen. That's right. Mm-hmm.
Y'all hear what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Can I be real with y'all this morning?
Yes, sir.
There's some petitions that when I was deacon and deaconess's age. Y'all ain't gonna hear me.
Amen.
I don't have them now.
Amen. Yes,
Amen.
And I don't mean I'm over the hill. I may be on the hill, but I ain't over it.
sir. Amen.
Y'all ain't gonna hear me.
Amen.
Lord
Amen.
Jesus.
Yes, Lord.
That's right.
Huh?
Amen.
Amen.
I don't have them. Ever.
Yes.
Ever is anything that you. Ever for RJ ain't ever for me. Ever for Evangelist Wheeler, ever for Evangelist Walker ain't ever for Deacon.
Amen. That's right.
Ever. Persistence. Anything that you deem important, you're chasing. You're going after. The problem is, and actually before I get to the problem, let me set the problem up. If you're going after something, and you're in persevering mode, you are persevering, or you persevere, or you are in pursuit of, or you are in chase of, it's normally because you like what it is that you are after. You see the necessity of it. You see the desire of it. You see the want of it. You see the, I like it. And many times it doesn't mean that it's necessarily good for us.
Amen.
That doesn't mean that.
Amen.
But let me tell you something. You certainly don't see it bad for you. Can I talk to you?
Amen. Amen.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
You don't necessarily see that it is bad for you. And you know that God is so good. God is so good because he ain't even scared that sometimes we are after bad things for us. Wrong stuff for us. But he's so good, he don't care. He's so awesome that he can turn your bad pursuit into a good receipt. He can turn your bad sowing into a good harvest. Somebody say, what?